Right guys, we're at Cardrona. Today I have a new set of irons in the bag to try out, which will take a lot of beating for my Wilson V6 irons. I've got the Ping i210 irons to try out in Project X, 6.0 shafts, 1 inch longer, black dot. I'm going to try it today, so I'm not going to hit any woods today at all. I'm going to hit irons. It's nice weather, it's cold. I'm going to go out and hit some shots. So just going to hit irons all day. I have my woods in the bag. That's not the i210, that's the i500, but it's new. So i210 irons all the way through, 4 to wedge, and the i500 in the 4 power spec, which is basically a 2 iron. And we'll stop and do some practice, shall we? So that is i500, the recoil shaft in it, which is a 4 iron power spec to 19.5 degrees loft. So that to me, in relation to my Wilson V6 set, is a 2 iron, 2 to 3 iron. I have with me, today I have the, as I mentioned, the i210s. See there, i210 in the Project X LZ 6.0 120 grams. So it's going to be irons everywhere. We're going to drop the woods all together, not hitting them. I've got a normally carry driver and a 2 rescue, which is 17 degrees. Going to drop that all together, just hit irons, play 4 or 5 holes. The sun, do you know the reason I came out? The sun was out. It's kind of disappeared now. We'll also stop and we'll talk about a little bit of practice on the golf course. How to practice. I'm not a fan of just hitting range balls all day. So I've left myself 259 to the pin, par 5. 190 to the next set of bunkers after these ones. So I've taken 7 iron. These look lovely, don't they? This is not a review. This is just purely me trying another set of irons out. I'm an advisory staffer for Wilson, but there's no harm in trying other bits and bobs. I mean, we should all be able to do that. So I've got myself 190, this should go 170. I think these actually go a little bit further than my Wilson irons, haven't hit them already. 170, so this will go probably 180. Playing short of those bunkers. Get a high flight from them. So soft though. So we activated elastomer, I think it's called. That is butter feeling. I much prefer this type of golf. Coming out and playing golf. I can practice on the range, I can hit balls on the range, but you know, I get bored so easily, I get tired so easily, I get sore, hungry, my performance dips very, very quickly. I would rather have 50 balls on the range, hit a couple of short wedges, maybe just 30 yards, then a productive shot. That sun is just all over the place. Is that better? A productive shot with maybe 7 iron, and do that 5 or 6 times. So I've only actually hit 5 or 6 productive shots, maybe a dozen or so productive shots, and then go on the golf course. I would rather work on technique on the golf course. Sure, the range is for technique, and then go out and play golf on the golf course. I get it, I totally get it. But for me, just the way I learn, the way I play golf, my lifestyle, doesn't suit that. Just I love being on the golf course, much more fun. So I've got 96 yards. 96 yards. 50 degree wedge, take the preferred lie in the winter. Always market member, oops. good. Oh, a bit big. So that was a bit big. Strike was good though. So when you're doing your own course practice like this, just drop another one. Assuming you've got time, there's no one behind you. Drop another one, try and register how that felt. It's all very well doing this on the range, but when you're actually in situ, these are places you'll be during competition. So this is the same shot, same line, just need to take a little bit off it. Oh, that should be really good. Yeah, so that's spot on. So I learnt from my first one there, I had a little bit more turf interaction. I was understanding what was going on. I thought there was a little bit of wind up there. Clearly there's not. Can you do that on the range? Of course you can. But do you concentrate as much as that? No, because you've got another 49 balls to go. So if you miss 2 of them, just hit another one. So wandering up here, you can see there's first ball's at the back of the green, second ball, nailed it. So the key thing as well in the golf course is don't go overboard. Don't take 7 or 8 balls, just 1 or 2, sorry 2 or 3 anyway, is plenty. That's the range thing. At the range, because we have so many balls, if you hit 3 bad ones it doesn't matter. So focus and attention's dropped because, well, there's plenty more. But you try harder with your last 2 balls at the range than you do with your 34th and 35th ball. Right, first putt of the day, downhill, downwind. Not a lot of wind. For birdie, irons all the way, par 5. No. So there is a bit of a breeze up there. I've got 199 to this bunker on the left. The first bunker I come to. We normally hit bang driver up there, get close to the green. That is obviously not happening today. So I want to hit my ping irons as much as I can today, so I don't want to leave my Cleveland wedges, which I've got from 50. Just now I've got a 50, 54, 50, 54, 60 and 64. That's why, in the bag. But I want to play more ping irons than I do Cleveland today, so I'm going to take a 9 iron off the tee. So we're off a sort of winter course just now, a wee bit further forward. We've got 272 is the length of the hole. I'm going to hit 9 iron. Let's hit it off the deck. That's not the ball I want to play with. 9 iron. So I am working on technique here. My feet are not as left as normal with Eureka. I'm trying to work a bit on that, but I'm trying to get that left arm flying wedge, this alignment to stay in line for the whole swing. So I feel a little bit more wooden man, a little bit more robotic just now with what I'm trying. So it is range work, but on the course it's much more fun. Okay, that's left me miles back. I guess that's the idea. Let's just hit another one. Two identical shots. Right, I'm quite a long way back than normal. Normally it's just a flick onto the green. I have no idea where the pin is. That white post says 100 yards. I guess that's the middle of the green. 115 to the lip of the bunker. It's uphill as well, so it's playing shorter. Here's the other ball, look at that. It's uphill as well, so sorry, it's playing longer. So I'm going to take a wedge. Wedge goes 140, this will probably go 150. I reckon I've got probably 140 to the pin. Uphill. Don't know where the pin is. So leave myself this far back, I have no yardage, I don't know where the pin is. But that never happens on the driving range. Always got numbers on the driving range, always something to aim to. This is proper practice. I'm going to go as central as I can. That bush up there is pretty good, I think. I want to fly this 140 uphill, so it's a good wedge. That should be okay. Maybe a little bit right if where I wanted to go. Do one more, so again this is productive. So I only have 2 shots this, I want to go a bit further left with this one. Maybe a little bit more as well. Yeah, so that's a similar line, it's a wee bit further left. Certainly hit it a little bit firmer. Ping irons are nice, interaction with the turf's lovely. That's all. So both balls came up short, this is my first ball. So the wedge wasn't enough, just coming uphill, it was just not enough club to get there, so 2 9-irons would have been fine. Going into this basin that we've got there, 9-iron would have been perfect. So 9-iron from the tee, 9-iron for the second shot. How much easier is golf playing that way? We can put driver and rough, we can be all over the place, 9-iron, 9-iron. So now we've got a Cleveland wedge out. There we go. Stiff. And again. So pretty simple stuff really. We've got a chance to hit a ping there though. So this winter tee's miles back. I don't know the thinking behind this. But anyway, we're further back. They never play this tee as far back in the summer, but we'll do it in the winter. Why not? So we've got from this tee, I don't even know the yardage. Hold on. 429 plus. 429 plus about another 30, playing a long way. I've got 4-iron, i210 4-iron. I'm also going to hit my i500 4-iron, which is slash 2-iron, and see if there's any difference between them. Look at the size of the grip, can you see that? Jumbo. So it's orange, 1/16 bigger I believe. So grip size, they say, manuals say that grip size, if the grip's too thin, you would turn over. If it's too thick, you leave the ball out to the right because you can't get the turn over because it's too thick. If you deliver the club, as per the video with flying left wrist, if you deliver the club with this all in a straight line, all the way down and all the way through, there's nothing happening from the wrists. So grip size wouldn't matter. Grip size wouldn't make any difference because we've got this, it's all turning rotation of the forearms and it's all coming from the left shoulder. If we were really wristy, then yes, grip size will make a difference. If we have good technique, then the grip size is very much personal preference. I like thick grip, so I ordered thick grips. Right, 4-iron, I don't know how far it is to get over that bunker, hold on. This will be back to playing on the range. It's 222. 222 to carry over that bunker. Let's, so this is traditional 4-iron loft. Let's go right of it. Normally hitting driver over it, it's just strange aiming down this side. We will go for it. Absolutely, I couldn't hit it any better. Little draw. That's past bunker. That's great. Let's go from this to this. So the i500, as I say, is less loft, 19.5 degrees. Not sure what loft on that 4-iron is. I don't know. So this is basically my 2-iron. Recoil shaft, I'll try and get the same line. Hear the difference in sound with the hollow head. Pushed it a little bit. Oh, it's big though. That is big. It's kind of strange looking at your bag seeing 2 4-irons. Cameron Champ copied me with that idea, you know. So I flushed that 4-iron i210, I've left myself there, I've got 160. If I turn around there you'll see, I think, other ball there. It's only about 3 or 4 yards further because it tailed off to the right, different shape. So that different shape of shot, the i500 tailing off slightly, tilted the axis a bit more, lost it a little bit to the right. I thought it was a lot bigger. It's only about 3 or 4 yards past it. My first 4-iron, which I drew with the i210, I've only lost 2 yards on a 2-iron, if you like. It's amazing. So it's amazing how shot shape and strike obviously determines distance. But I'm happy with both, to be honest. So I've got 180 left. 180 for me, sorry, 160 is normally with my Wilsons. It's normally an 8-iron. With the i210, going 9-iron and a little bit down breeze. Good tee shot though. What about the toe? Just found the front edge a little bit toey. I'm going to hit another one. So not happy with that, but if the bad one, I mean it's the front edge of the green, I'm still putting. So it's good enough. So on the course in competition with that there, I'd be happy. I'd walk down and go, okay, it's fine. Strike wasn't great, but I'm on the front of the green, I'm putting. The objective was to hit the putting green, obviously. I'd like to be closer, but you know, it's good enough. It's not great, it's not good, it's good enough. So this one here, let's try and catch the middle of the club to get the distance I'm after. Oh yeah, got the strike all together. Out to the right, drawing in. So that's up there, that's closer. Obviously it's always easier second time round. However, when we go to the range, it seems to get easier in the 12th or 13th time round, doesn't it? But that having 12 or 13 shots, that is not productive in my idea. If we're working on technique, yes, but if we're up there, well, that's a hard one, isn't it? On the course in winter, okay, and it's a little bit heavy. I never told you this. If you want to practice tight lies, give this a bash. Is that a bit naughty? Is that allowed? I don't think there's any rules, is there? We just got up onto winter tee in the 4th. By the way, we've played 3 holes with irons only, par 5, par 4, par 4. Parred them all. Who needs driver? I'm just looking back at the 3rd green from the 4th tee, thinking there's an opportunity to play a little shot from a downhill lie. Would never get that at the range. Little floppy one with a 60-degree. But how can you do that at the range? You can't. But it's going to happen on the golf course. You're going to be in that position sometime. Practice it. So it's about looking for opportunities when you're on the course. Thinking, okay, this is something I've never practiced. I need to learn how to play this. We'll do another video on how to play it one day. But certainly putting yourself in these positions in practice. Oh, go in. Oof. These positions in practice, as I say, because it's going to happen in competition. Learn from it all. Well, that's in. Whoa! Right, we're on the ladies' tee here. 363 yards down there. I'm going to hit a 6 iron, an 8 iron and a wedge. I'm going to play 3 balls here. Let's start off with wedge. It's just as well there's no one behind us. So wedge. It's good, safe. 8 iron. Well, these irons are awesome. That was superb. Six iron. Oh, I'm liking them. Liking them. It's actually quite warm when the sun's out. So wedge, 8 iron, 6 iron. This is going to leave obviously 3 different lengths to the green. I don't know how far the wedge is going to leave me. It's a hard hole as it is, but certainly 6 irons well down there. Those irons are really good. I love the finish on them, they look really slick. A little bit more cumbersome compared to my V6, a little bit more chunky, so for me on the eye, I'm finding that a little bit hard to get used to. They are more forgiving, they are easier to hit. I tried shaping them on the range, not a problem. Just the actual look's going to take a little bit of getting used to, assuming I choose to play them. So there's wedge, 8 irons a bit further up. Then over there we've got 6 iron. 208. I've got 208 downwind, down breeze. I'm really just looking to land it at the front, pins at the back. So, I mean, there's 40 yards. If I land that 160, 8 irons going 170. 7 irons got that. The shadow's annoying me. Look at that. Sorted. I've got 7 iron, which in ping world should carry 180. Pins 20 something, forgotten already, 208 was it? If I just hit this nice, this will be good. That's a super strike. Get up there. Yeah, found the front of the green. Left myself quite a long putt. I left myself a long putt, that should have been a 6 iron. So 8 irons left me 180, so I'm 30 yards closer. 180. So I'm 30 yards closer. With 2 clubs, so 15 yards between each club. Of course, bounce and roll and things comes into play, obviously. I'm looking at this. So I hit 7 iron on last. You know, a good solid 8 irons up there. Because the pin's at the back, any miss it's still going to be putting. That's pure this though. Oh, I have. Yeah, that's up the back of the green, that's perfect. Good stuff. That's pin high, 8 iron. So 6 iron seems to have gone a lot further, but there's a little downslope just over here. So maybe shot a little bit off that, but we'll see what our numbers are when we get up there. So I had 208 and 180, so there's kind of 30 yards difference between those two clubs, so the next two clubs, so we're looking at 150 here. I think it's gone a bit further. .144. Let's take wedge. Wedge and Wilson goes 140, and ping, I'm talking 10 yards here. It's going to go 150, so smooth wedge should be good. Don't want to hop over the back though. That's been my fear in all these shots. If you've played Cardrona, just checking there's no one behind. If you play Cardrona, you'll know the back of the force is just a waste of time in there. So 144, smooth wedge. That's good. Yeah, see, just up the back of the green though. And that hit the little mound at the back. That hit the little mound at the back, which has left me kind of just from jumping off the back of the green. If it wasn't for that mound, I would have been off the back of the green. These ping irons fly. Seems really dark today for some reason. So there's somebody behind me now. Great. But I'll show you my three. I'll put them in order. So wedge, 8 iron, 6 iron from the tee. So the first ball, second ball, third ball. So they've got closer and closer as the clubs have shortened into the green, obviously. But I'll put them all, see if we can get 4 pars, and then we'll move back to the first tee. I might go and play the first 4 again. So there's my first ball. That over there's my second ball, and there's third ball. So there we go, we managed 4 pars, 3 pars even, 3 golf balls. Hitting wedge, 6 iron and 8 iron off the tee, different distances going in, but it's interesting the ping irons are quite consistent. You know, there's 15 yards between each club. That's a big difference between each club. It's maybe too big for me. I'm used to sort of 10, 12 yards, but if I'm hitting it well, it was closer to sort of 14, so obviously these ones are maybe a little bit more forgiving for me. Certainly guys, when you're practicing on the golf course, think about that. Get yourself out there. There's 2 balls, there's not a bucket of balls. So just dead simple stuff. Go out there, play one shot, it's got a purpose. Play the next shot, it's got a purpose. Every shot has a purpose. That's what's going to make you better at golf. Try all different lies. That little flop shot from the downhill lie from the back of the 4th tee there, that's great. How often do you practice that at the range? Never. Guys, please keep subscribing to the channel. If you've not subscribed so far, just click the little button, it's dead simple. Hit the bell icon as well, you'll get all my notifications. And a wee thumbs up button, that's always a good one to hit.